looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Army Black Knights offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
To throw, it's Daly. Skips away from pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
On the move. Ran through the contact.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shakes off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Finds a man on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. Now on the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Air Force's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Black Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Really good-looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The back goes in motion. Forced out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Offense gets set for second down. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using his feet to buy time. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
At the 45 on its way. Open runway ahead. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Amry who carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Corners are going to bail. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Just drives it between the uprights. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Amry has it back in the offense, ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Daly. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Black Knights are in the hurry-up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Black Knights are on the move. They'll go to the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Give to the running back. The Black Knights get enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Army. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
The Falcons get enough for the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Busha. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone. You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Coming after him. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense set on 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll
slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Busha. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This offense has a second down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. It's good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Black Knights will boot it away to start the second half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the big fullback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Here comes the option. The Falcons get it past the sticks.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Big fullback's got it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They'll run the option. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He got it. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dropping back, it's Daly. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd.
And he breaks into the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Fullback's got it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Between the uprights, it's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Shakes off the tackler. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Black Knights have this offense rolling. The give to the fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Daly. Quarterback moving. He throws one to the left. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's running in the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. With the run on 1st and goal. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. They took it 64 yards right down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
They're bringing heat. On the move, he fires. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Good timing on the quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like the play call, right? Quick hitting run play. You give it to the fullback. You're attacking the bubbles in that 3-4 defense. And nice job by the linebacker. He knew that was not going to be an easy tackle.
Here on 2nd and short. The give to the fullback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Amry has it back in the offense, ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. A 1st down for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Busha. Feeling some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. At After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Black Knights want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball. And it works out.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Give to the big fullback. The Black Knights have enough for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Line getting set on 2nd down. Run it with the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the 4th quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the 1st down.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.